Okay, when registering your teardrop you build in California, or if you're buying one somebody built, some things that you should know, and I'm gonna explain it to you simple as I can. So I built the teardrop. I bought a trailer from Harbor Freight. Because of COVID, I couldn't register the trailer in the first 30 days. So I had built the teardrop on the trailer, and so when it came time to register it, the DMV wanted me to bring it in. You can't hide that it's now a teardrop. So they wanted me to take it to the CHP office. So it was real simple. I took it into the CHP because I had the original title from purchasing it in the receipt of purchase. Because I guess some people will grind off the tags on these Harbor Freight trailers and try to register them. The CHP will not give you a new title because it could be stolen. So don't ever try that. But if you're building your own trailer too, people using existing trailers to build teardrops, if you're buying one, if they haven't registered it as a camper, I don't think you'll have a problem as long as you never have to take it into the DMV. Or if you ever get pulled over and a cop were to look at your registration and say it's just a trailer when it should be a camper, it could get complicated and you could say whatever, you just built it. I don't know. It wasn't that difficult. It was the officer did spend about a hour looking at it because he thought it was commercially built, which was impressive, and I am thankful for it. But now it's built and a camper, so it's registered as a camper with the DMV. And they said, you know, receipts, and they wanted a list for selling prices, but you know, I just said fax letter that I bought the doors. They're Challenger doors. They were you guys know, I never really did a whole finish my YouTube. I have the videos, I just haven't posted them yet. But you know, the doors were $400 something. But I just said I got them at everything cheap, and I told them it was $1,200, $1,100 or $1,200 value is what I said, and they didn't argue. So it's only $124 to register it. When I ever sell it, whatever we sell it for, that receipt, that's what that person will pay to register it. But you will come, especially if you build your own trailers. Just know, I mean, he never even checked the lights on the trailer to see if they were working, the tail lights, the blinkers. He just admired the trailer, which I'm thankful for. You know, asked me a lot of questions about building it and where I got the stuff, and you know, I think he might try to build one himself. He was a real nice guy. And but you know, so if I ever get another trailer that's got an existing plate, I don't know. I mean, if you have the time and can make an appointment with the CHP, they'll give you a new tag. I think I can show you kind of what it looks like here. And they put it on and they stamped it with a stamp. It's right there. That's the new tag for this trailer. The old one he left on, so we still have that paperwork too. And the DMV has that, so it's kind of double tagged. But the other one is back here. Plus, get a punch and punch in the new VIN number. You know, Harbor Freight, I think, has some letter punches where I can just bang them on a few spots. Because if somebody were to go try and buy those parts, you know, if I stamped it on all four sides, then there's no way anybody's gonna ever, you know, go buy another kit just for a couple pieces of metal when they could just keep that trailer, you know, for $300-400. it wouldn't be worth it for somebody to, and he actually put it on the body, not on the extended arm, which is going to be a harder piece for anybody to ever change out. Plus it's got 2 on it now, so if it ever got stolen and they drilled off both of those tags, they would so know, especially if I stamp it in a couple other spots. But it's still here, I could cover the number and show you. Here's the new plate, and it is permanent trailer, so I believe it's every 2-year registration. I don't think sorry about that. I don't think that it'd be that complicated. It's that much more, because the trailer initially was only $500. So I think it would still cost $50 normally. So I think we're paying an extra $100 because I built this teardrop. Total cost in it, I not counting my labor, I believe were $35. You could build one, wood and aluminum and trims. I'm sure you could build one as cheap as a couple $1,000. You know, extras you put into it. You know, the things like I ran a separate ground for the trailer because the Harbor Freight trailers didn't have a ground, and I ran a whole separate ground system for the lights because I don't ever want a problem. I know if there's ever a problem, it's going to be at the tongue where the grounds off on the body, because they had like a separate ground on each light, and I didn't want to deal with that. But if this can answer anybody's questions on if they're building a teardrop and wanting to know what the thing is. I mean, I guess if you bought a Harbor Freight trailer, registered it in the first 30 days, built a teardrop on it, and just kept registering it, and then sold it, and then that person went and changed the registration within 30 days to put it in their name, I mean, there's always a chance the DMV might like to see it, and then that person that purchased it might have to take it to the highway patrol at that point. Now it's done. It's got the new tags, the new VIN number. California Highway Patrol says it's legal for the highway, so I don't know. That is a problem that you might come into if you buy something that somebody has built. If I ever build one, I'm sure I'll go through that whole DMV experience for them and try to keep the cost down as much as possible with the DMV. I mean, I was thinking they were going to really give me a hard time and want me to give them like pictures of Home Depot and the prices, but of every nut and bolt and everything I spent on it. But I just scribbled out garage sale, this damaged stuff at the hardware store. I just waited till there was a chipped corners and got them cheaper, and they didn't argue with me. So if there's ever any questions you have, please put them in the comments. Sorry to drag this out to 9 minutes, but if you have any comments or questions and I can help answer the question for you, there was about a month waiting period to get into the CHP in my small town, because I guess a lot of people build trailers, campers, or do things like this, and compliment from the officer was, this is the nicest one he's ever saw somebody try and do register or get a tag for. So that made me feel good. But I'm sure you will build a great one, a beautiful one, hopefully nicer than mine. I think this is locked. Yeah, I got everything locked up, but you could look at my other videos. You could see a tour of the teardrop. But with that being done, I'm happy, and I'm probably gonna start building another one soon, because I think we want to go with 5 foot, so we'll be doing Phylon, probably instead of aluminum, which is a whole nother experience. But I think that because we're going 5 foot wide, we tried to keep the cost down on this one. But like I said, please, if I haven't said, please like and follow me, and if there is any questions, put them in the comments, and have a great night.